A single dirty penny, the kind most people wouldn't even bend down to pick up, once sold for $578,000. And the wildest part is that it looked almost identical to the one sitting in your pocket right now. Imagine holding something so small, so ordinary, yet worth more than a luxury house. That's exactly what happened with a rare 1981-cent coin. And the truth behind its value is far more unbelievable than you might think. Because this wasn't just any penny, it carried a secret that only a few trained eyes could recognize. And it all starts with the year 1980, a time when millions of pennies were produced and circulated across the United States without a second thought. These coins passed through vending machines, cash registers, and pockets without anyone suspecting that a tiny fraction of them were completely different. While most people saw just another copper coin with a familiar face, a few rare pieces were quietly hiding errors. Tiny mistakes made during the minting process that turned them into treasures. And one of those mistakes would later change everything. The penny in question featured the classic design with Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, just like millions of others. At first glance, nothing looked unusual. But here's where things get interesting. Under closer inspection, something was off. The coin had characteristics that didn't match the standard production of that year. It was heavier than expected, had a different color tone, and showed signs that it was struck using the wrong type of metal. That tiny difference is what made collectors stop and stare. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with changes in metal composition due to rising copper prices. Most 1980 pennies were made primarily of copper, but mistakes could happen when leftover metal blanks from previous batches were accidentally used. In rare cases, coins were struck on planchets meant for a different composition or even a different denomination. That's exactly what experts believe happened with this ultra-rare 1980 penny. It wasn't supposed to exist, yet somehow it slipped through the system. What makes this even more fascinating is how these errors happened in the first place. Minting coins is a high-speed industrial process where thousands of coins are produced every minute. Machines feed metal blanks into presses, stamps strike designs onto them, and they are sent out into circulation almost instantly. But when something goes wrong, like a blank of the wrong size, a double strike, or a misaligned die, it creates a one-of-a-kind piece. And collectors are always searching for those rare mistakes because they can be incredibly valuable. One of the most valuable types of errors is called a wrong planchet error, where a coin is struck on a metal disc intended for another coin. Imagine a penny being stamped onto a dime-sized blank or made with a completely different metal mixture. That's not just unusual, it's extremely rare. In the case of the 1980 penny that sold for hundreds of thousands, experts believe it was struck using a planchet that didn't belong to that year's standard production. That mistake turned an everyday coin into a collector's dream. Another reason this coin became so valuable is its condition. Believe it or not, condition matters almost as much as rarity. Coins are graded on a scale, and the better the condition, the higher the value. This particular penny was preserved in remarkable shape, with clear details and minimal wear. That combination, rare error plus excellent condition, is like finding a needle in a haystack. And when collectors see something like that, the bidding can skyrocket to unbelievable levels. But here's the part that makes this story even more exciting. Coins like this don't just appear in museums or private collections. Many of them are found by ordinary people going through their spare change. That's right. Someone, somewhere, could unknowingly have a coin worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting in a jar, a drawer, or a piggy bank. And the only difference between a worthless penny and a life-changing discovery is knowing what to look for. There are several key signs that can help you identify a valuable coin. First, always check the date and mint mark. Certain years are known for rare errors, and 1980 is one of those years that collectors pay close attention to. Next, examine the coin's weight and color. If something feels off, if the coin is heavier or lighter than expected, or if the color looks unusual, it could be a clue. Even small details like doubled letters or misaligned designs can indicate a rare error. One famous example that collectors often talk about is the 1982 copper penny. That year, the mint officially switched from copper to zinc, but a few copper pennies were accidentally produced. Today, those coins are worth thousands of dollars. Stories like that keep collectors constantly searching because they prove that mistakes can slip through even in modern times. And if it happened in 1982, it could definitely have happened in 1980 as well. The truth is, the world of coin collecting is filled with incredible stories like this. There are coins that were struck twice, coins with missing designs, and coins made with the wrong metals entirely. Each one tells a story of a tiny error that somehow made it past quality control. And each one has the potential to be worth far more than its face value. That's what makes this hobby so addictive. Every coin you look at could be the one. What happened after the discovery of that rare 1980 penny is just as fascinating. Once experts confirmed its authenticity, it was sent to auction where collectors from around the world competed to own it. The price climbed higher and higher, far beyond what anyone expected. And when the final hammer fell at $578,000, it proved just how powerful rarity and curiosity can be. A single penny had become a symbol of hidden value. And yet, the most incredible part of this entire story is that it could happen again. Coins are still being produced every day, and mistakes still happen. Somewhere out there, another rare coin is waiting to be discovered. It might already be in circulation, passing from hand to hand without anyone noticing. Or it might be sitting quietly in someone's collection, waiting for the right person to recognize its true worth. So the next time you see a penny on the ground, don't just ignore it. Take a closer look. Turn it over. Check the date, the color, the weight. Because hidden inside something so small could be a story just like this one. A story of a simple coin that turned into a fortune. And who knows, and the next incredible discovery might not be in a museum or an auction house. It might be in your pocket right now, waiting for you to notice what everyone else has missed.